Trying to read, bro. My live is just here.
Bro, you have no chill.
Look here, sweetheart. I'm keeping it 100.
We got all the tea here on Keeping It 100. Friends who talk together, laugh together, stay together. Here on Keeping It 100.
The hottest new talk show.
Tune in to Keeping It 100 right here on Intellectual Radio.
Hey, yeah, no, we gon' keep it 100. Hey, take it 100. Hey, keep it 100. Yeah, we keep it 100. Hey, what? Tell you keep it 100. You know we keep it 100. Baby, let's keep it 100. Hey, yeah, why? Hey, you know we keep it 100 every day. You know we keep it 100. Hey, gotta keep it 100. Now she gon' keep it 100. We gon' keep it 100. We gon' keep it 100. Hey, baby, gon' keep it 100 every day. You know we keep it 100. Gotta keep it 100. Now she gon' keep it 100. Then she gon' keep it 100. So we gon' keep it 100.
Good morning. It's Keeping It 100 right here on Intellectual Radio. I'm V Lee.
It's the kid Gotti in the venue.
It's the girl Mels.
And the host with the most go.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and introduce our first topic of the day, which is police brutality. So the first one we have on our list is Alton Sterling from Baton Rouge.
So, unfortunately, I think that it's a very sad case that we have to go through this with officers. The people that are supposed to protect us are actually the ones that are going against us, and we could play the clip.
But first, let's go ahead and give them some background of exactly what happened to Alton Sterling. He was selling CDs out of a convenience store, and police officers came and pinned him down. He had no gun and shot and killed him outside of the convenience store. We have actual, witnesses and footage of it.
It was sick.
We're about to play the video right now, like audio of the video of the actual footage, right?
Oh shit! Wow.
Ooh.
You know what outrages me about that video is I personally feel like it doesn't take to kill somebody for them to conform with you.
I don't understand how it gets to that point when even in the video, if you guys seen the video, like they already had the man pinned down. It was 2 police officers, they already had him down. It was like the fact that they let off more than one shot is what gets to me the most, man. Like that's and on top. Okay, so according to CNN, they say the police were called out because a homeless man made the 911 call that Alton had a gun. But like in my personal opinion, it don't make sense because even if you constantly read the story, it says that he was known for selling CDs in front of that convenience store. So if he always sells CDs out there, I can't see him just showing a homeless man a gun. And why do all people a homeless man? Like that,
right.
Like some in this story.
It does not make sense.
The fact that he had permission, not only permission, but they only say that he had the weapon on him in the first place was because it was recent burglaries that were going on with people peddling outside.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, so what we're gonna do now, if my live start acting right, we actually taking questions via Facebook Live, and if you log on to the intellectualradio.com, if you have any comments and you want to share your thoughts on the actual topic, man, just tune in.
I think that, media and white people automatically think we're aggressive. So, like, if you look at how they treated him in the video, pinning him down, and just actually it doesn't even seem like they meant to shoot him on purpose, honestly. Like it just seemed like like the gun just went off, and it's just like, when I see videos of white officers handling white people when they have guns, when they actually have weapons, I've seen so many videos and they use a taser. Why is it that they use a taser instead of their gun? And I think that's just because they think that we're automatically aggressive. Like black people are known to be aggressive, known to be hoodlums, known to be thugs. So they just automatically assume, oh, every black person has a weapon, when that's not the case. They don't think that about their own people. You get what I'm saying?
Right. With that, like it was said that they tased him a few times, but he wasn't like taking the shots himself. Like he was like, it was resistant. Like he was still getting up, trying to like wrestle, quote unquote. But that also goes into the whole Philando Castile, the whole Minnesota incident when his tail light went out, and like. I mean, you have a guy who wasn't wrestling, you have a guy who wasn't fighting back, but he still gets shot. For what reason? Mm-hmm. And, they have constant footage of people taking interviews, like a lady who worked in the school with him, as well as his own parents, saying that he was a laid back person, somebody who basically everyone loved him. So it's hard for me to believe that he fought, like he was being aggressive in some type of way towards a cop when he's sitting in his seat, basically reaching for his ID and his insurance to give to the cop.
It's the fact that he let the cop know that he had a weapon and that he had, that he's able to carry it, that he has registration, that he's able to carry a weapon, and the cop still shot him. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
So I'm a piggyback to Alton Sterling shooting. I'm gonna give it to you flat out. I think the police full of BS. Like even when you like every time I read about the story and I see videos, it makes I really get a headache because it's just so much stuff that doesn't make sense. Like they all of a sudden police officers saying that their body cameras weren't working. Then now they want to pull up this man criminal background. He can't even rest in peace, and that's a sign of guiltiness. Like if you truly as a police officer didn't do anything wrong, why are you even digging that far back saying he has a history of criminal things and such? Like that's not cool. So certain things it's just shown to me as a sound that they're guilty. They really killed that man for no reason.
Exactly, just so they won't get in trouble. And it's just like that kind of comes into play. Is it racism, or is it fear, or is it both? And my how I feel about that is, if you're a police officer and you're afraid of doing your job, you don't need to be a police officer. Right. You need to resign. Or if you're a police officer and you're working in a predominantly African American community and you're afraid of African Americans, you don't need to be working there.
Mm-hmm. So and piggying back, even if you seen a video of Alton Sterling, his family and his son was just breaking down and just boohoo tears, that I can't lie, that made me feel some type of way. Like that's just, I look at it like that's another person fatherless, and let alone black. Like you taking people away from their family. Now this man or this boy, he don't even have a father growing up because police brutality constantly going on and nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah, and it's not even just I don't really think that is mostly to blame the police. You gotta blame the higher authority. The people who over them, they letting it happen. They not even they not getting charged for this. And when they do get charged, they only doing 4-3 years. And they committing whole crimes. They killing people with the proper identification for their concealed carry. They killing people in front of their kids and their girlfriends. They beating on teenagers and young black females too. They just coming and they beating us. They whooping us because they know nothing gonna happen. And it gotta be something that they saying behind those doors that's not making them afraid to do it. It gotta be they higher authority, because if they higher authority told them that they knuckling down on people gonna lose jobs, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah. And it's like, screw losing a job. Y'all need to go to jail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if I walked out of here right now and I killed somebody, I'm going to be put in jail regardless of what happened, if it was an accident. But
you're going to get real time.
And my thing is, you got these police officers that's accidentally killing African Americans and citizens, and they're not getting any jail time. And I tell you right now, and I know why, because if they were put in jail, they wouldn't last a day. They wouldn't last
And
a
then
day.
it's not a mistake. How you making a mistake and you killing somebody with a holster gun that got a clip over the top of it? You taking your gun off your holster for somebody, for one person, and it's two cops responding instead of bringing out your taser first, or bring out the baton.
Yeah.
I'd rather you hit me a couple times before you pull your gun out and shoot me.
Man, this issue, I speak so, like, I speak up so much about, like, you know, like the rights of, like, just black people and like us, like that situation right there, that was nothing nobody could do to control that situation. You can't justify that. Like, you have to, if you justify, in my personal opinion, you have to be racist. Because if you actually seen the video, bro, it's no way you're gonna convince me that that couldn't have been handled in a, you know, in a different way. Like you got this man, like his family, like they going through it. If you read the reports, I was reading the CNN report, and it's just saying like how good of a guy he was. I seen the actual video of his. I seen the actual video of his son breaking down. Like this man was going through it. And you know, police officers, I'm really curious to see how this situation gonna play out.
They just gonna sweep it under the rug like they do every other situation. That's what the police do. That's what, you know,
but
the law enforcement do.
Now let's discuss this Dallas, Texas police shooting. Now, the Dallas, Texas police shooting, 11 officers were shot and 5 were murdered, basically it was a sniper. Now they caught the person who was actually like being the sniper from a higher up building, and his name was Micah Xavier Johnson. He was from Mesquite, Texas. And so
my boy.
and I personally feel like it's like 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's how I feel. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yes, it's bloodshed, but bloodshed doesn't constantly need to be being spilled, because the officers that died, they weren't the officers that were causing police brutality. They were actually supporting the march and actually taking pictures with the protesters.
Man, I hate to be the devil's advocate, but when is enough? Like and I'm not even condoning the killing, because I do think that's just adding on to the problem, but you preaching to the choir. Like, it's only so long you can say, oh well, like, we not gonna do this. It's like certain things I just understand. Like, people are really tired because police officers are not being convicted. Nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody's going to jail. And it's just like people overlooking it. I knew that things were overlooked when the whole Black Lives Matter campaign came out. And then people started white people started the All Lives Matter campaign. Now police got Blue Lives Matter campaign. It's just like just taking away from the seriousness of what's really going on. So
like, can we actually have something?
So man, when do you say, all right, cool, enough is enough? Because the social media posts, we seen that didn't work. We marched, that didn't work. Certain celebrities who and they finally starting to say something about it, but that's not working. These people really don't care about us, and they trying to exterminate a whole race. So when do you just say, all right, well, cool. Now people killing police officers.
So Micah actually was in the Army, and he actually made a post on Instagram. I'm gonna read y'all what it says. This is my manifesto to be released after my death. I am utterly sick and disgusted. I could not bear watching my brothers and sisters die every day by these insignificant, self-righteous pigs. With the continuous shootings by these cops with no moral beliefs and who think they have the power to control a people's way of life, I had to take a stand. They had to be taught a lesson. If you are reading this, it means that I'm dead. And I clearly have departed this earth, but if you're reading this, it means you are clearly still alive. You still have a chance to do more damage. If you truly care about your brothers, if you truly care about the Black race, you will defend us. The Black Lives Matter movement has been destroyed from within. Al Sharpton and his cronies have torn the real message of truth. We need to declare our independence, and take it by force. We shall prevail. That's what he posted before he even did the whole Dallas shooting.
That just gave me chills.
Wow.
Hey, but one thing my boy David Banner said, he's like with cops and like white people and just people who don't respect us, he was saying like, it's like we can't march. We can't. Everybody just peace and love. He's like the only thing that's gonna make those people feel is lost of income or lost of lives.
And that's why,
It's sad.
that's why I'm preaching that celebrities need to step up. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony. He finally, recently he been on social media. Just finally, I guess he just sick and tired of it. And he just saying like the celebrities, people who had that platform to speak on things, they need to step up and stop worrying about losing your endorsements and who you gonna make mad and you like just things like that. It's really time to step up. And I could guarantee you if like athletes and people like that just say, okay, we done playing and we gonna stand up for what's right, things will start to change because it's gonna start to affect cash flow. And them people don't want the money messed up, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But and I feel like the Black Lives Matter movement, I feel like it's bigger than ever right now. It's really sinking in on a lot of people. That's why I share it a lot. And I feel like if you come across anything that contains Black Lives Movement, share it. Just keep sharing it. Just keep sharing it so it can sink in. So it can be a new brainwash.
I think what Micah did is going to be the first step to Black people actually defending themselves. I mean, even though he did it in a sniper type of sense, I feel like we've been waiting. I know it kind of sounds bad, but we've been waiting for a Black person to come out and defend ourselves because, we can protest as much as we want. We've been doing this for a long time, but it's like, okay, we keep doing it. We keep saying the same stuff. When are we going to actually step up and make that change? And sometimes that change going to have to be a little violent. We're going to have to sacrifice ourselves.
So that's what the question is: it right or is it wrong? Because yes, we have African Americans who were innocent and had bloodshed, but at the same time, does it make it right for other innocent people to lose their lives?
I know it's right. 'Cause listen, I could say when we had our leaders like Martin Luther King and everything, they were still coming off of slavery and being and prejudiced people and segregation and all that. So they had no choice but to act peacefully. And we act peacefully for so long and it didn't work. So you can't keep trying to put a square puzzle in a circle.
But it just kind of makes it just as worse as them. And to say that that's right, that just kind of like it kind of defeats the purpose of what we're fighting for. We kind of like saying, oh, well, Black Lives Matter, but F all those other lives out there. And it kind of proves their point.
But if you can't get respect, then what else can get fear?
My thing is work your butt off and constantly stress your point. What we constantly do that is wrong, that irritates my soul, is an event happens, we mourn over it for a week or a month, and we forget about it because something else in the media comes out, and that's our new focus.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We no longer fight for our rights. We fight for our rights for that month. And I'm gonna be real. After what Sandra Bland, I haven't heard nobody spoke about Black Lives Matter until this situation came into play.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But I can't even lie. I know I was having a conversation with with a fellow friend. And he happened to be a white guy. And he never said that they don't take you serious, but you can kind of tell from his whole demeanor. And I was explaining like, man, bro, did you see what happened on news? That's wrong. And then he gets to going into spills about how Black people kill Black people every day. So obviously, since I'm Black, I'm going to hop on the defense side and stand up for what's right. But truth be told, like, how can somebody, even like whether you Black or not, how do you take a movement that's supposed to be so powerful? How do you take it seriously when we as a people don't even take it serious? You cannot keep screaming Black Lives Matter, but we constantly killing each other. We don't we don't want to come together, bro. It's just like, so it's gonna start. In order to make change on the outside world, you got to clean the house first. Like everything with us as a people got to get first. We got to start supporting each other. Actually not killing each other and not saying I can't go on this block or such and such live over there. Like it has to start with us, and then actually putting ourselves in position to make change happen. Like period. Like when I say positions, I mean like actually becoming judges and lawyers and like just somebody who really have a say so. Because it like if you don't like we're not going for the jobs that put us in positions to help our people. We going for like I'm not saying the wrong positions because it's putting money in people's pocket, but like we gonna forever be in situations that we in if somebody don't step up.
That's true.
And I can understand why we fighting back. Just think about then we was getting shot down with water hoses and dogs put us on us, and we was still trying to be nice. Like the world is not nice. The world is not good, and everybody who got power, they are not nice. And back then, the war was built on war, and if you weren't ready to go to war, then you get your food took, you get your kettle took, you
But
get
now-
things took from you. Like you can't play nice now, because those people that's higher up that makes a difference, and that got a higher voice in the world. They're not nice because they can't be nice in the position again.
Well, that's when you start becoming those, like Breon said, that's when you start becoming those people that's higher up.
But we gotta break down the walls.
African Americans have to start taking those positions, taking those political spots. Start being serious about your education. You know, stop running the streets, because when we're those people that's higher up, we are gonna be in each. We're gonna be in each. We're gonna be in. We're gonna be in each other's ear, and we're going to be telling them, you know, this is what we need. We can't just sit back, relax, and just constantly complain. We have to take action. And you know, I don't believe in taking violence against violence, because next thing you know, the world is going to go up in flames before you know it.
The world is up in flames now.
It's up in flames.
How do we go higher up when we've been cheated out the proper tools to get that, and we gonna always be cheated because they always a step ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like I said, like you got to like, and it starts from little small baby steps, like something as simple as supporting black business. Like everything start in baby steps. You cannot constantly say we won't change, we want to stick together, but all the cash flow we spending all our money with them, that's just not. Life just doesn't work like that. Like if it did, everybody would be good.
And I feel like we taking the right steps now. We really raising our voice. We really getting known. So once we seen and we known and people know, okay, they serious now.
But for how long though?
We able to take.
Bro, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I feel like this situation now, nothing happening is new. And I'm not trying to seem like an a-hole or the bad guy. None of this is new. It's just that we got all this technology and social media, and now it's being posted. Police officers been doing this. They've been getting away with this. Black people been for a month, you know what I'm saying? We've been out there acting like we in the field, burning up cars, flipping stuff, going crazy. Nothing's changed, and nothing will ever change until we hold power, bro.
People react the way they reacting. I
reacted. I mean,
11 police officers.
Man, that's crazy.
I never seen a police officer get shot in his car.
But I'll tell you
I
why.
never seen another police officer left dead in the middle of the street. People are really turning up. Like I never seen it before.
I'll tell you why. It's because it's a chain reaction. We ain't never seen it before, because it happened the first time, happened the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time. You know what I'm saying? People get tired of constantly seeing the same thing. People break. And this man that was a sniper, he fought for our country. And for you to, and I'm not saying what he did was right, but to on his defense as well, like when you're fighting for our country and you're African American, you don't want to sit here and see this is what's happening in your country, because you're in Afghanistan and you see this every day, and to come back home, you continue to see it, but in a different form. You know what I'm saying? People get tired of it, but it's like people will no longer get tired of it if we constantly like stressing what we want, how we feel. You know, we gotta stop being distracted by other stuff. We got to stop being distracted by the latest celebrity news and this, that, and the third. We can partake in those like the news and the juicy topics and stuff like that, but we got to remember what actually matters. We can't just stop when when we feel like it's enough. We have to continue, because if we remember, they'll remember. We have to continue to throw it in their face. Remember this happened. Remember, we still want this. Don't stop until you get what you want.
Man, I agree with that, yo. But man, just being real, man.
Keep
people,
it 100, man.
Yeah,
Keep it 100, man.
people. We've seen so many times that's not really working. People, like, everybody forgets about something after a week or two, and like, okay, if you ask a fellow black person, people have to know what the situation at hand is. Like, a problem happened, and then there's a solution. This ain't one of them situations where you hop on a bandwagon and be like, oh, Black Lives Matter, I want to kill this person, I want to do that, but you don't even know why you doing it. Like, you have
Oh no,
to
I'm
know,
not saying it's right
no.
to kill. I'm saying, like, we have to continue to, like, you know.
But see, like Breon said, when he was talking to his homie, and his homie wasn't really understand what he's saying. Like, we can say we want this, we want that, but they just gonna look and laugh because they don't understand. It's like the conversation is coming out different to them, you know. And we've been asking for how long?
And also, like right now, you obviously, like, you passionate about this, you fighting for this, so it's like, you kind of know what you want a solution to be, but everybody don't know what a solution is. Everybody don't know why they fighting. Somebody just know a black person got killed and they were ready to retaliate, but there's so much of a bigger situation at hand, and that's all I'm saying. Like, know why you fighting, because at the end of the day, you're gonna come up with the conclusion, like, man, bro, I really need to be educated. I really need to know about what's really going on. Like, I'm telling you, like, you got to stop that cash flow and get in the man's pockets. That's how all it's gonna start to change real fast.
And I feel like the sniper, maybe that man was thinking like, well, let me see if this will work. You know, we gotta try different ways to try to get hurt, and maybe that was one of his ways.
Go just promote the violence.
Like,
he just promotes the violence.
You got activists, you got leaders that's gonna march and protest. And then you got Malcolm X, who was different with marching protesting with a little violence. Then you got him that's probably, well, maybe we need to start shooting down. Then you probably have another man think different. You got to try different ways. One way just not working.
He starts shooting down and he accidentally shoot a citizen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what needs to happen. How about, and to sum this all up, this march, especially in Chicago, wherever you at, and so-and-so says, oh, it's a march going on in my town right now. Question you need to be asking yourself is, why I'm not there?
Yeah.
That's what you need to be asking yourself. Why am I not there?
But Mel, the reality of the situation, it's like, yo, I'm a full supporter of it, but it's like, us marching, I'm cool with that, hands down. What exactly are we marching for? Like, it's just a question. I'm not saying that I won't go to the march. I'm just asking, what are we marching for? What is marching gonna prove? Like, that's all I'm asking. Like what happens after you march?
What's the purpose?
Yeah, you gotta continue to. It's not just the march. It's what you say during the march, who you reaching in the march, who joins you, and when the police and the community and the mayor sees what you're doing, it's about having people see you, to see that you actually care, that you're not gonna sit down and just lie down and let things happen to you.
Yeah, but you actually care for a second, and then what? Like, you know,
like, you care, but you have to continue. You have to continue. That's what I'm saying. You have to continue.
Once that crowd disappeared, it got worse.
You gotta get in them people's pockets. I'm telling y'all the solution. You gotta take the money out the
stop buying clothes.
You have to. Like, you gotta, if you really want to do it, everybody gotta be like, all right, we ain't shopping. Help. Not spending no money. That's the only thing that's gonna really hurt.
Better place when we was rocking our own clothes. We was in a better place.
Man,
he into that high fashion. You giving them money.
I'm bullying. I'm about to.
You know why you into that high fashion? Because the people that you look up to, they into high fashion. They getting paid off by people that's not of their race.
Yep.
Man, hey, so look, before we move along, we just gonna start by saying, like, we obviously don't think all cops bad. You know, like, we ain't condoning violence, except go to God. He's obviously that movement. But we got a couple tips. We do have a couple tips for y'all to follow when being pulled over by a police officer, and then we're gonna go and start taking questions. You know, so y'all blow us up, hit us on Facebook Live, hit us via Snap, whatever you gotta do. Ask these questions. But as far as the tips, we got a couple tips. I'm gonna have Melanie read them off to y'all.
The first tip we have is comply. So always comply with the police. Anybody else got like anything to comment on that with complying?
Man, just listen to what them like. Just make the situation smooth, bro.
Mhm.
Like
No
I
attitude.
feel like that's crazy how we have to make, like, as black people, we have to make the situation cool. But if it's if it's a white person, it ain't no yes sir. You want to see my ID? Like, you don't have to say sir, like officer. Like, and I feel like they think that we're being rude by saying that, but it's just like, why do we have to talk to y'all like y'all better than us? Like, I feel like it's just automatic.
And I'm gonna be real, it's hard for me to sit here and read these tips because we ain't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just like, we not gonna sit here cussing no cop out, waving no sword in their face. Like, I'm gonna be real, like, you got Caucasians that be out
Bro.
here like going crazy
Bro.
and they be getting tased. Oh, please, 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 please put the gun down. No, like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to sit here and read these tips when it shouldn't even have to come to this.
man, I felt you saying, but it's like, you know, like the police, like it seemed like they motto lately been like shoot first, ask questions later. The only thing these tips gonna do is it's gonna be like, okay, cool, like you whether they white, whether officer white, black, Mexican, like only thing I'm saying is typically not even just the race thing. When you follow certain things and you like and you make certain situations smooth, police officers are human just like us. Most of the time, it's just like you know what I'm saying?
And no matter the race, police officers are the biggest authority abusers.
They
Yeah,
lame.
I was gonna say that before y'all finish our tips. Like, the police, they have power over us, a lot of power, and you know, they always find something wrong when it comes to black. They always trying to find something wrong. They always trying to punish us, and in particular, they always pull us over and just go looking for stuff. And it's just like, why? Because I'm black. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, like they pulled me over the other day. They said, you got something in your car? I said, no, I don't have anything. You sure? I just told you I ain't got nothing in my car. Yeah, I'm sure.
So
So we gonna
back to the comply, like just make the situation, just try to just diffuse the situation as much as possible. If the officer being a jerk and they giving you a hard day, just like if you can get like a visual of their badge number, just make sure you remember that or write it down. Like just make the situation just a little smooth. Communicate effectively. Make sure they understand everything you saying, everything you trying to get out. And pretty much just we already talked about that, cooperating with them. Make sure you know what I'm saying, like make sure you just being smooth, putting your hand, like just something simple as keeping your hand on the steering wheel.
Even if you feel like an officer is being rude to you, you can always take down their badge number, go to the police department, report them. Like, just don't, at this point, just don't talk back.
I know me personally, one of my rules is like do not stop in secluded areas, and it's just me as a black man. Like when I'm being pulled over by a police officer, I really honestly I ain't gonna really stop until I get in neighborhoods, until I get to the land where I see the people at or some. I ain't just gonna be out here all willy-nilly so they can I can't really go for that. I can't really trust stuff that's going on right now. Knowing your rights, that's really, really important. Like go to God, he just mentioned like that the police officer be like, oh, you got some of your car. If they don't see anything, like you don't have to get out the car for them. You don't, like they don't have probable cause. Just really know your rights and know what you're talking about. Remain calm, be smooth. Like don't be all in their face and doing the most, because now it's gonna just make the situation get real crazy, and we trying to avoid that. Like man, I really don't want none of us losing our lives over no petty, like a petty situation. This goes whether you pulled over by a white police officer, a black police officer, Mexican. I don't really care about the race, but these tips, like if we could just at least follow some like it. Hopefully it could save the next life, man.
And as always, as we all know, record everything. Like that's basically one of the main things. And I know all of you guys know that, but just record everything, because you never know how it could benefit you in the end.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a break at this moment, and we'll be back.
Hey, yeah, no, we don't keep it on. Hey, tell you keep it on. Baby, keep it on. We keep it on. Hey, squad. Hey. Tell you keep it 100. You know we keep it 100. Baby, let's keep it 100. Hey, yeah, swag. Hey, you know we keep it 100 every day. You know we keep it 100. Hey, gotta keep it 100. Man, she gon' keep it 100. We gon' keep it 100. We gon' keep it 100. Hey, baby gon' keep it 100 every day. You know we keep it 100. Gotta keep it 100. Man, she gon' keep it 100. Man, she gon' keep it 100. So we gon' keep it 100.
Okay. You want to grab a mic? Oh, you gonna come back? And we're back.
Okay, so Jackie, shout out to you, yo. So she said, "I'm so tired of these issues we are facing. That's why it's time. That's why it's time for our women to stand up for our kings. I'm looking for beautiful women to join my man over me." Hey, can you guys hear me? Yeah, so I'm gonna start over from Jackie thing. She said, "I'm so tired of the issues we are facing. That's why it's time for our women to stand up for our kings. And I am looking for beautiful women to join my man over matter movement. I am having a meeting Thursday night to set up a date and a time for the walk. We'll be walking in white t-shirts with sayings on them describing how we feel about our kings being killed. If you are interested, please contact me. All races are welcome." So first and foremost, Jackie, shout out to you for
shout out to you,
Jackie,
like for starting like such a powerful movement. I think that's dope. And that was actually one of the topics we some that I forgot to hit on about how it's time for our black women to start holding us down, because that's what's really needed right now, bro.
But it's not just black men being killed. It's a lot of
got
black
Sandra
women,
Bland who got
right?
killed too.
And there's a lot of females who's been killed by police, in sales. So, I don't want to make it seem like it's just a gender thing, but I mean, it ain't just black men dying. It's black women too.
Yeah.
But y'all just don't see that. Y'all just don't see that part yet.
It's a lot.
Y'all will eventually though.
Okay, and once again, so a woman, she's starting a man over matter movement, and it's just a movement for women to really stand up and defend black men, and and just show and express to the world what we really mean to them, which is a real dope, powerful movement. So if you need tips on that, if you need tips on how to be a part of the movement or how to join the movement, you can just contact our social media, and we'll definitely.
And if you feeling any type of way about what you seeing on Facebook, about these videos, about what's going on, get out there with Jackie. If you ain't doing nothing else, get out there with Jackie and let our voices be heard.
Yep. Moving on to the next topic.
We got Dwayne Wade signed with the Bulls. Now, I think this is actually a good look for the Bulls, actually, as well as Dwayne Wade as well, because he did grow up in Chicago.
Yep.
So now he actually gets to rep his city. So
Wade been wanting to come here.
Man,
wanted to.
Man, look.
Now he's here.
Look,
it's been a lot of switch around.
It's time to show out.
Why the Bulls just can't, why they just can't invest their money into people who gonna be around for a while? Dwayne Wade, that man old.
Yeah, grandpa in the game.
Yeah. You know why? Because the Bulls is just like any person in Chicago.
They lost D Rose, so
man,
pockets tight.
They need somebody.
No, but I'm saying if you
but Wade is a monster.
Yeah, he is, but he a grandpa in the game. That's the same thing I thought.
Yeah. But I
shoot, if he could still get those them championships and stuff like that,
he's still cold.
Yeah, I'm curious to see actually
how old is Dwayne Wade?
Grandpa.
Man, hey, bro been playing for 13 years, but do y'all think that's a good lineup for the Bulls? Do y'all think that's a good look?
Yeah, that's a real good lineup.
How
you got Wade, you got Jimmy, you got Rondo. You got one of the best point guards, the longest hands in the world, the longest arms in the building.
But the only person I hear when I hear Young is Jimmy. I'd be
it don't matter about Young. You still got Dirk Nowitzki still winning rings.
Bro, them people be getting old and they don't be playing the same, and their bones be broke.
They still winning. Look at LeBron.
You got the
Yeah.
Spurs was a team full of
Oh,
old
but
heads, and they
that's true.
still winning.
That's
It don't
true.
matter how old you is.
Right.
If
It
you
just
still
matter.
got it.
If you can play, you can play,
Wade
regardless of
still
your
dunking on
age.
centers.
So I mean, so do you think other teams in the like even when you like look at Golden State and like they new lineup, like do you think
Hey,
other teams should feel threatened? Like who you think the competition is?
I think the competition is gonna be.
The Cavaliers.
Well, it's everybody's just got a team now. Everything's mixed up.
Yeah.
You know.
KD to the Warriors, D Rose to the Knicks, Noah to the Knicks. Oh no.
Like so I mean I'm talking about the Bulls. Do you think the Bulls should be threatened by any team specifically?
Yeah, a lot of them. You know,
I think the
it's still-
Cavaliers.
it's a lot of teams. They got a lot of good players, but the Bulls, we just picked up some great players, man. Like man, Wade's still a monster, even though he old. Like Kobe before he left, he scored 61 points, and he's the oldest in the game.
Man,
My favorite player.
How it's looking honestly is when I saw everyone's reaction when they said that Dwayne Wade had got transferred to the Bulls. It seems like a good reaction to me. Me personally, I'm not a sportsy person, but I know, like, you know, who's good, who's bad, and, you know, who's going to make a major impact. And I think that the Bulls is going to make a major impact. I think that they actually have a chance of winning championships and staying in the game. And I think that Dwayne Wade, his age ain't going to affect him. If you could play, you could play.
Yeah,
And I think with the other lineup that they have of players, I think it's a great lineup. I think that they got a chance of actually making an impact, and hopefully they could change NBA history.
I hope so.
So by change NBA history, like what do you think the Bulls can do to change NBA history?
Get
Like,
another ring. Remember, the
The-
Bulls was always getting rings back to back to back. We need another
Shout out
ring.
to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, shout out to
Right.
Mike. But we need another ring here.
Yeah.
Gotta change the game. 2 rings back to back could change the game.
oh man, hey, so shout out to D Wade for coming here, yo. Our next topic, I've been talking about this for a while. We gonna transition into I don't know if you guys been seeing it on social media, but Lil Boozy is like discussing how he think like TV is starting to like really be an influence on homosexuality and kids
Mhm.
actually turning you know doing
I said
crazy
that a long
things.
time ago.
Yeah. Hey, you didn't even say Puda can't even watch
I
regular
said, yeah,
shows.
Buddha can't. My son can't watch regular shows because I can see it in there, and they making it like it's supposed to be cool. Like they now putting like gay kids in the shows.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you
man.
know, when I first heard the title of the like article itself or the video and everything, media really knows how to switch things up. They tried to make it seem like Lil Boosie was out here just dogging homosexuality out. If you watch the actual video,
It ain't nothing like that.
he's saying he's not against homosexuality at
Can
all.
you pull that video
all
up
he's-
somehow?
Yeah.
Can we get that video?
Actually, he's saying that these young children, the homosexuality is being put in cartoons, and I can't lie, they're being put into SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? That's been happening. I couldn't watch SpongeBob for a while, not gonna
Family
lie.
Guy. Stewie, the biggest baby homosexual ever. Like, what is going on?
And he's like, he just
He
saying
be all on Brian. Like, what's going on?
what he's saying, he doesn't want it to be forced upon the younger crowd, like the
It-
children. He wants that's something natural that
Yeah.
comes over time.
It has to be a decision. You make
It's a
when you get older.
decision. But I can see where he's coming from, because I mean, I'm not against homosexuality. I have homosexuality friends, and I mean, I love them to death, but it's just you can't be blind to the fact that that is kind of what's happening on television nowadays.
Man, look, I'm gonna break it down to you straight like this. I can already see where the media going with this whole TV and putting the gay stuff on that. I'm telling y'all, they trying to make it to where the world is accepting it, and they just taking baby step towards it. Like that's why they got everybody screaming, "Oh, love is love." Okay, now they putting it in all the shows. I'm not saying that that's a problem, but you can't be out here messing up these kids' head, because the kids being born now, if they growing up and they send it on TV, it starts to look normal to these kids. You can't screw with their head like that, bro.
Yeah.
And gay people, like, they cool. Shout outs to them. Like I got a gay cousin, and what he said to me was real funny. When he seen it on TV, he was like, why they putting this gay stuff in these cartoons? They need to cut it off. And I'm looking at him like, he said, no, they shouldn't do it that young. And they just make it seem like it's cool, like it's something that like is like really, really, really cool for you to do.
Honest, you can go ahead
go
now.
ahead.
Okay, well, I think Boosie said it the best. He said it's for monetary gain.
I was just gonna say that.
I think that's definitely true. I mean, as a homosexual myself, like I feel like the media does try, like they're definitely trying to make it seem like it's acceptable to everybody, but that's not really the case. Like they really trying to get money off of y'all. Like they really trying to get y'all to pay for, like y'all paying for it low key, like y'all paying for it. And Boosie also said that in 10 years, like half of the population is going to be gay. And, you know, I can kind of see that, but simply because like every gay person wants everybody to accept them, and they want everybody to accept them. And they don't realize that the government and people are benefiting off of your acceptance.
Wow, now that's really deep at that
That
point.
is deep.
Man, I just believe, man, look, you could like who you like, you could love who you love. Like that's not the issue. The issue is it don't have to be broadcast. Like okay, you know how, like if you kissing somebody outside and somebody would be like, get a room. Like, yeah, you could kiss your girlfriend or whoever outside in public, but it doesn't have to be broadcasted or everybody don't want to see that. That's not everybody.
And that's with straight people too. I don't want to see y'all. It's extra.
I can't do PDA.
I got the video though if y'all want to hear it.
We actually we're gonna play a little bit of the Boosie video.
I think you gotta play the commercial first, probably. Okay, no, it's all good.
Last said, so I've come home every time I turn on the TV, some gay shit. I try to watch Love and Hip Hop, gay shit. Try to watch Empire, gay shit. Watching on a fucking cartoon. Kids watch TV. What's your take on that these days?
They're trying to make everybody fucking gay. That's what I think. They're putting it on our culture. They're putting it everywhere. Gay stuff is everywhere, you know. And I think that they're just trying to do it to make a monetary gain. You know, they're not doing it for the gays. They're not really fans of the gays. They're doing it for monetary gain, man. They're trying to make money out of these people, man. You know, you got cartoons they have gays on cartoons. Like, these are kids. Let kids make their own decision if they want to go that way. You know, 6 and 7-year-olds, 5-year-olds shouldn't be turned on to gay cartoons when their mind not even developed yet. You know, what if they like how that cartoon talk? Now you're forcing them to be gay.
And honestly, he said it the best.
Yeah,
bruh, it ain't no other, and that came from
and it makes sense because like homosexuals, they are like the biggest supporters. They buy stuff. When they support you, they support you. So I can see how it's monetary gain because they like one of the biggest supporters out here. And I can see that's why like the world is going majority. It's just going gay and gay and gay.
And if you have anything to say about this topic, please comment, follow all our social media, link up with us on Facebook. You can follow any one of us on Facebook at Keeping It 100, on Instagram 2_ Keeping It 100, and on Twitter 1_ Keeping It 100. Please leave your feedback, please leave your comments, questions, and anything else you got to say.
What I was gonna say was I think that television actually, I don't think they necessarily glamorize homosexuality. Sometimes I feel like they kind of make fun of it by like using particular stereotypes of homosexuality, especially with men. And so that's another thing we have to watch out for as well. But the difference between acceptance and the difference between making fun of someone else's decision. So that's the only comment I wanted to make on that.
Okay. We gonna move right on along to some interesting. So Ciara actually marries Russell Wilson.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Sorry. What I found out was they actually waited a year of not having sex. They haven't had sex their whole relationship. They waited till they got married.
What?
That man crazy.
Why
That's
everybody
all I'm
doing
gonna
that?
say.
Like,
That's
I mean, I
actually
guess that's
very
good.
yes. That's like that's goals.
He's a loser.
That's goals. And they actually have a picture that's going through the internet with Sierra and Russell sitting in the car, and they both look disappointed. They're gonna say something. Oh, I guess the first time wasn't good. This, that, and the third. Like maybe they've been tired. You know, they had their wedding in England. It was in a castle, and they said that Sierra went to Vegas for her bachelorette party. So it's like, you know, it's a tired weekend, but you know, media loves to twist things around.
Do too much.
Right.
Man,
Hey, don't let them people fool you.
Yeah, dude, drunk if he
You
went
know that man hit Sierra.
It's Sierra, bro.
It's,
Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
but Sierra actually is classy. I
Yeah.
really don't even know how her and Future
Whoa.
And-
dated.
And
Honestly,
she's classy in
I
person.
love Future though.
Okay, you say you don't know. I mean, I could say I don't know how her and 50 was dating. She dated Amari
don't-
Stoudemire.
That's-
She dated
I don't
Bow
think
Wow.
she's classy.
She-
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she dated Bow
Like,
Wow, bro.
She didn't
She
have
was young.
Keep trying to
Future,
attack
now
Future.
Russell Wilson. I think I'm
She
missing at
upgraded.
least
Why
at least
she
one
really
person.
trying to throw him under the bus like that? Like why she
Who,
trying to do my
Future?
man Future like that?
Future makes songs about
Like
Sierra.
first she try to get full custody of the baby.
She
Now she telling people that she's scared Future gon'
shoot Russell Wilson.
shoot Russell Wilson. What Future look like wasting his time shooting Russell Wilson?
Man, look, hey, and to tell you the truth, I'm kind of happy her and bro ain't together because he started going crazy
Yes,
once they
crazy.
broke up. Like he probably
I think
shouldn't.
Sierra crazy.
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to roll Future over Sierra just cause from the outside looking in, she just seemed like a drama type of female.
Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Body.
I'm gonna have to
She seemed cool.
disagree. Future raw is okay, it's raw as hell when it comes to rapping.
He
He's a
does that.
very great
Artist.
artist.
Fashion.
You hear me?
But relationship wise, I can see why Sierra broke up with him. Why they broke up. If he broke up with her, she broke up with him, it doesn't matter. But if you cheating on me and you get some little
Floozy.
exactly, pregnant, and I already just had your child, I'm gonna upgrade.
But
I'm
she
gonna
gotta-
stay with you.
She got with the man. He had all types of baby mamas.
Yeah, Future
Yeah.
got hella kids.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting with somebody who currently has a past, but you gonna cheat on me and have another baby and we're together?
She knew what
Hey,
type of guy
listen,
Future was.
listen.
Nah, man.
Ask
Sierra know
50.
her worth.
Ask 50
Exactly.
about her. Ask 50 about Sierra.
Ask
Ask
Bow
Bow
Wow.
Wow about Sierra.
Ask Amari Stoudemire about her. Then we're gonna ask Future about it. And then we might. I
Then
think
we
she
are-
can run over dude.
Maybe
Though. That's
we
why
can
she
ask
would.
Sierra about herself.
Let's ask about Future. Let's ask so and so about Future. This we just don't know Future's past, baby mamas, or relationships. So we really don't know how his relationships usually go. Sierra been in the media for how long? She's been an artist for how long?
Hey, to all our listeners and our viewers, can y'all please comment? Can y'all tell us, are y'all Future or are y'all Sierra? Who y'all going for, Team Future or Team Sierra? I need to know now.
And also you compare Future to like Russell. To Sierra
Russell
new dude
Wilson's
Russell
name.
Wilson. Yeah, Russell Wilson. You compare Future to him. I don't think it's a comparison because they two different people. But I mean, obviously, I'm gonna roll with one of the goats in the making.
What
I
is-
think
what is this guy
Sierra
name
and
again?
I think Sierra and Russell make a very cute couple. I think that they're probably made for each other. You never know anybody's situation. You don't know what she was going through with Future.
That's
We don't know what Future was going through with her.
I guess this goes into guys and girls being from two separate planets.
Yeah.
Hey, and we gonna we about to move on. We gonna run along and leave Sierra and Future alone, and we gonna introduce the word on the street.
Now, with the word on the street, this kind of goes back to what we were discussing earlier with, African Americans rising up and kind of taking those higher on positions. So I want to say congratulations to our first African American woman who takes command of Chicago Coast Guard unit. Her name is Zita
Merchant.
Zita Merchant. I didn't want to say it wrong. Thank you.
No problem.
But anybody else want to make a comment on that?
Congrats.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Man, it's
dope,
it's
man.
always dope seeing people our people prosper, yo. So,
Absolutely.
She's actually a Coast Guard Marine safety
And the
unit.
woman, that's even better. Like, you know, that's a great achievement.
our next thing is the Taste of Chicago is actually still going on today. It ends on the 10th. Make sure y'all go out there, get you a hot dog, turkey leg, some pizza, whatever it is you're trying to do.
Get a funnel cake.
The
Ooh, that
taste
sound good.
the taste really be
Yes.
busting.
Can we go get a funnel
Do
cake?
y'all think the taste is the same as it used to be? Like, you know,
It's
when
not
it
the
was longer?
same, but the
This will
same.
be my
the
first
same
time
food
going.
stands.
Man,
I'm actually going today when I leave from here.
What? You ain't invite
Man.
nobody?
Why you
dad,
bogus?
no, my dad was like, "What you doing after the show?" I was like, "I don't know."
What
He
we
was
doing
like,
after the show?
Y'all trying to go? I mean,
I gotta work at 12.
I gotta work at 12. No,
Unfortunately.
I just got off work.
but the taste ain't really been the same for me personally. They don't do the fireworks stuff no more. Like that was the whole purpose. You get swaggy, you go downtown, and you know,
fireworks?
for the fireworks, and you go to the taste, you eat the food, and you down there booling. Like it's not like that no more. So it's no purpose of
Man.
attending it.
I never even seen fireworks at the Taste. That's
Yeah,
all I
ain't-
see is
me
food
neither.
stands.
well, I'm about to be
A lot
But
of
the
black people.
tickets is much higher now. I guess that's why people don't go. They taxing now.
Yeah. And once again, that's gonna wrap up our segment today. We wanna thank y'all. Shout out to y'all, everybody who
Yes.
tuned in
Shout out
today.
to everybody.
You know,
We
you
love
and everybody else.
And y'all over there, we see y'all too.
Yeah, we really appreciate y'all tuning in. Once again, please follow our social media. Twitter, two underscores, keep it 100. Facebook, official keep it 100. Instagram, it's two underscores, and then it's keep it 100. Please follow us, leave comments, feedback, and tune in next week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And don't forget, if you're a rapper, you're a singer, actress, anything, contact us on our social media. Actually, email us at keepingit100enterprise@gmail.com. If you want to showcase your talent or you want to talk about something positive that you're doing, email us.
Yeah, and we get you up here. You'll be sitting right here with us. We get you up here.
We love to see black people prosper.
Hey, and that's gonna wrap up the show. Thank you for tuning in, and follow the kid on Snapchat. I am _ ice cold 9, like the number 9 as in numerical 9.
Miracle.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you.
Keep it on honey. Hey. Yeah. No, we gon' keep it on honey. Hey. Hey. How you keep it on honey? How you keep it on honey? How we keep it on honey? Hey. Hey. Squad. Hey. How you keep it on honey? You know we keep it on honey. Baby, let's keep it on honey. Hey. Hey. Yeah, swag, hey, you know we keep it on every day. You know we keep it on, hey, gotta keep it on. Now she gon' keep it 100. Lisa gon' keep it on. We gon' keep it on. Hey, baby gon' keep it on every day. You know we keep it on. Gotta keep it on. Now she gon' keep it 100. Lisa gon' keep it on. So we gon' keep it on.